11:30 p.m. and I declare this meeting open. I welcome everyone here, councillors, staff and members of the gallery and those who are watching online. I acknowledge that we are meeting on the lands of the traditional owners of the Noongar Wadandi people and their continuing connection to land, waters, community. We pay our respects to all members of the Aboriginal community and their culture and to elders past, present and emerging. Thank you, councillors. Do we have any declarations of interest? Oh, first of all, I should have an apology. The Mayor's an apology. That's why I'm sitting here. His plane was late. So if he should by some chance get here, I will vacate the chair. But until then, I'll be chairing this meeting. Thank you. There's no approved leave of absence. Councillors, is there any declarations of interest? No, thank you. We have no public question time today. I will note that there was a question in the previous meeting and that has been answered in the agenda, so I won't be reading that out. We're now at the number 7.1, minutes of the ordinary council meeting. Is someone prepared to move the minutes of the Councillor Steele? Seconder, Councillor Quain. Like to be any debate? All in favour? Thank you, that's carried. Meetings of the special council meeting that were held on the 2nd of September 2025 have been circulated. Someone prepared to move those minutes, please. Councillor Steck, Councillor Quain. All those in favour? Thank you, that's carried. Minutes of the Council Advisory Committee. We have the CEO Performance Review Committee. Can someone please move those minutes, please? Sorry, councillors are all on this side. Who stood first? Councillor Steele, Councillor Kozisek. All those in favour? That's carried. Thank you. We have no petitions, deputations or delegations. No council delegates report, no conference delegates report. Methods of dealing with the agenda business tonight. Councillors, I take it that most of these can go through en bloc unless there's any that you want to come out for debate. Councillor Steele?
No, I was just going to move them en bloc, Madam.
Thank you. Right, is there a seconder for that? Councillor Quain. So we're moving en bloc. I better note them so we know which one. We're moving 10.1.1, 10.3.1, 10.3.2, 10.3.3, 10.4.1 and 10.4.2. Is anyone prepared? We prepared to vote on this, councillors? All those in favour? Thank you, they're moved en bloc. We now move on to the pages keep sticking together. C 15.1.1. This is an item that we need to go behind closed doors. Sorry? Leave of absence. I beg your pardon, Councillor Ramesh and Councillor Brown. Is someone prepared to move their Councillor Steck? Councillor Kozisek? All in favour? I nearly missed you out, gentlemen. You wouldn't be allowed to go. Thank you. We have no motions on notice. Number 15, meeting closed to public. We have the CEO Performance Salary Review. I understand that we do need to go behind closed doors for this item, councillors. Someone prepared to move? Question on which item, Councillor Gassip?
Questions from members.
This is early in the which one are you referring to, Councillor Gassip? 13.2. Questions from members? Yeah, do you have a question, Councillor Gassip? Yeah.
Thank you, Madam.
Yes, we did. We haven't voted on as yet, so that's 15.1, Councillor Turner. So thank you for that. So Councillor Gassab, what's your question, please?
Madam Chair, it's a bit of a lengthy question, but it's probably quite significant. To the southwest, just bear with me for a second while I do a quick preamble, and I'll ask a question whether the council would support this proposal. Both Councillor Steck and myself have been corresponding with the Prime Minister after he invited the Pope to Australia for the 2028 World Eucharist Convention.
So, Councillor
Yeah.
Gassab, can you please ask a question, because I don't think I can accept a statement
Sure.
in this agenda.
So will the council provide facilities, perhaps Hay Park, or support an invitation for the Pope when he comes to Sydney to ask him to also come and visit Western Australia and the Southwest, as it happened in the year 1986 with the other Pope?
Okay, thank you, Mr CEO.
And I'd like to table this if that's possible, Madam Chair.
So thank you, Deputy Mayor. I was aware of a letter that Councillor Gassab had written, and I think I have had some brief conversations with the Mayor. Their own behalf, not on behalf of the city, so we had no awareness of this beforehand, so it's pretty difficult to comment without, as I said, I've had a brief look at the correspondence, and it was raised in some other meetings that I've had that the Mayor's been involved with, but other than that, it's really difficult to comment.
Thank you, Mr CEO. Councillor Gassab, I would think that this sort of fits into new business of an urgent nature, and I don't think we can make that decision at this particular meeting, so I suggest that you discuss this with the CEO to how we move forward on this issue. Thank you. Right, councillors, can we now have a move? Did we have a move and second become close to Councillor Steele, Councillor Kosasek? All those in favour? That's carried. I'm sorry, members of the public, you have to leave the chamber for a little while. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. I'm now required to read this executive recommendation. 1, notes the appraisal of Mr Alan Ferris, the Chief Executive Officer, has been completed for the period July 2024 to June 2025. 2, endorses the findings of the 2024-25 Annual Confidential Performance Report as presented by Price Consulting and thanks Mr Ferris for his efforts. Considers and endorses any growth or supporting initiatives, including associated cost impacts, presented by Mr Ferris to further enhance his leadership and professional development. I apologise if you find this embarrassing, Mr Ferris. 4, approves the following adjustments to the CEO's remuneration entitlements. A, an increase in the CEO's total remuneration package, brackets TRP, to 85% of the total SAT band 1. B, an increase in the CEO's communications phone allowance from $720 per annum to $1,500 per annum, in line with other executive recommendations, and that was voted on unanimously. Thank you, everyone. Congratulations, Mr Ferris. Thank you, everyone, and I now declare this meeting closed. Thank you.